Good evening, everybody. It is is it hump day? Yes, it is. It's hump day, March 26th. I'm Chelsea Whittington with another WHITT Session. What's a WHITT Session? I'm so glad you asked. A WHITT Session is a pop-up interview in a pop-up location with a surprise guest or guests. Surprise, I have the cast of Love Intentional. We are here in Chicago with playwright extraordinaire coming back again with the next masterpiece, Stacey Clark. Stacey, you've been on a world tour, media tour, out here talking about this phenomenal production. And today we get the opportunity to meet the cast and talk more about what's coming up this weekend. Stacey, what are you most excited about when it comes to the debut of Love Intentional?
What I'm most excited about is my cast being able to, all the hard work that we've been putting in, the fun, the laughter, and everything down here in the basement, this weekend is going to come from the basement to the stage, and people are going to witness some phenomenal talent.
That is awesome. And I was just telling Tamaya on our way over here, shout out to Tamaya, y'all, my new team camera operator. I was telling her the humble beginnings by which you have started your craft, and that working it in your basement and random locations until it's production weekend when you can actually get into the stage area and do those dress rehearsals and do the lighting and the blocking. See what I'm doing with that, y'all? I know a few of the terms, but I understand that as artists, when you're starting off and you're trying to get your name out there, and I'm just honored to be back for a second time to talk to you about the sequel to this play. But let's take it back to part one and then bring us up to where we are now with this production.
Okay, well, part one was Love Intervention, and they needed a lot of intervention. So we had the main storyline was about spousal abuse, and the spin of it was the woman was the abuser. So sorry, Pam, but the abuser was played by this sweet face over here.
Oh,
Pam.
She's a sweet abuser. Well, that means you're a great actress then, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
And the husband is played by Dwayne.
All right. Is there a reason that we got them split apart like this? The way that he's sitting over? Okay. All right.
It's balance. It was just for balance.
Okay.
Balance.
Okay.
And so, he had his, Dwayne's character had his faults with what he did, and so did Pam's character, Gwen. She had her faults with what she did. But the thing about with Gwen, she was her pain was so great and deep from what she did. She took it out on Kevin.
Okay.
And he didn't know until the end of the story what she had did and why she was the way she was. But the thing about it, he still loved her. But the spiritual part of that play and what really was the glue was Parker. He played the character.
Parker? Raise your hand, Parker.
And
make sure we get you on camera.
And Cassandra played the part of Sandra. I was real creative with the names. They were the balance in the play, but keeping everybody on point and focused throughout the play. The other part of the play was Jamal and Linda over here.
Hey, Jamal and Linda.
We have a new Jamal and Linda.
Okay.
So with their thing right here, they in the Love Intervention, they were the newlywed couple.
I remember.
And they were Jamal. Jamal felt like when Linda married him that she betrayed him. She kept secrets from him, and he wanted to leave and go and find somebody else. But of course, Steve said, "Man, you can't do that. Can't do that.
The
you gotta
voice
stay
of
with
reason.
her. You gotta stay with her." Okay. But back to the main story, which is Kevin and Gwen. When at the end of the story, when everything was revealed about Gwen's abuse and Gwen's deception and everything, we took it to the audience and we said, "Should he stay? Should he stay?" And what were people saying?
It was mixed.
It was mixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people were telling me to leave. A few people were telling me to stay, and there was a little bit of consensus.
Yeah. I mean, but you think for better, for worse, right? And so when things get tough, do you just walk out of it, or do you try to work it out? Is the question that's being posed.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
probably case by case, because there are some circumstances where it's just too far gone,
Right.
or it may be too violent,
Right.
or
You gotta get
we
out.
tried and,
Right.
and it didn't work.
Right.
So
Right.
decisions to be made that you
Right.
put form in an art form for us
Right.
to discuss. Great platform.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going, Stacey.
So we come into love intervention. Well, he did end up leaving Gwen at the end. He did. Shame on you. And the reason we did it, we kind of decided as a cast he would leave. And reason being was because if it was your best girlfriend or your daughter, your sister, or somebody, you would say, "Girl, you need to leave." So on that premise, we told them to go.
All right, and so now here we are.
They get back together.
Okay.
They're back together.
And this is for love and tension.
Right.
Yay
So-
for love.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
they became intentional about love.
Okay.
Okay. So they had been to counseling. They had worked. They spent some time apart, working on themselves, getting themselves together, so that they could come back together.
Okay.
Could come back together.
All right.
Okay. Now I don't want to get too much away.
Yeah, we
So-
can't get too much away, but it's definitely something that when people are watching this video, now they're going to be like, Chels, can they run it back and do love intentional? And the love intervention and then love intentional. And we just, how we like to binge watch now. So it sounds like we have to keep putting these on so people can get the lesson out of this along with the entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's just, for those who are tuning in, you have a play coming this weekend, the 29th and the 30th. I'm just so, I guess, honored that you wanted to have it on my birthday weekend. Thank you for that, Aries Nation. And so I really want to get in, before we go further into the actors who are here with us today, exactly where the play is going to be, what time, and how they can get tickets, because that's what we need them to know right now.
So the play is going to be at Theater 47 in Park Forest, Illinois. On Saturday, the play starts at 3 o'clock. Doors open at 2. We start on time. So if you come at 3 or 5, you done missed 5 minutes of the play.
Oh, no.
Okay? On Sunday, the play starts at 4 o'clock. And the doors open at 3. So get there early. We have vendors. I put the vendors out there online today. We have vendors. You can come in. And then also we're going to be running some videos from past plays and everything that I've done. So, just come early and get relaxed and get ready for a great performance.
Now, Stacey, the greedy girl in me recalls that there was somebody there with some pastries or some cakes or something. Wasn't when you all were backstage? Somebody was selling something that was just the devil.
Aaron, I
But
hope
it was
you
good.
listening.
It was so good. And I got like the last of the last of the last.
That's when she gave you mine.
Oh. So just tell her to double up on whatever she had. You need to double up on that. And then there was jewelry, and there was Mary Kay.
Right.
I shopped too.
Right, we have some new vendors coming in. We have a popcorn guy coming in.
Okay.
We have jewelry. We have some wellness people. We have more of a balance and a range of people this time.
Are there still opportunities for vendors? Because I know a lot of friends with businesses, and they're going to see this and say, Chelsea, why didn't you tell me? And I'm going to say, I sent it to you.
Right. We have 2 more spots.
2, okay.
But they're not complete. So once we get somebody in that particular category,
Gotcha.
we don't.
So we don't want another popcorn vendor.
Right. We won't do. We won't have the non-compete.
Duplicate. Okay.
I think that's what they call it.
All right. Okay. Well,
And
if
we have
they want to
somebody
do
for
that,
desserts. We have jewelry.
Okay.
I think.
What about T-shirts or candles?
I believe we do have that.
Okay.
I do believe. But reach out to me. Let me know what you do, and I can send it on to Aaron, and we can see.
Okay. You inbox me, and I will connect you with
There you
Stacey Clark,
There we go.
playwright. And one of the things that came out in one of your radio interviews this morning, you see her, she's the media darling now.
Yeah.
She talked about the original score. You are a songwriter, my dear, and you buried the lead on that, and I forgot about it. When you said, I was like, she sure is. Talk a little bit about your journey as a songwriter, because I know the songs just don't pop in your head. You kind of got to write the lyrics to the plot and then just kind of make the tone and tempo match the mood of the play? What's your creative process on that?
They do just pop in my head.
They do? Wow.
They do pop in my head. But when it comes to writing the songs within the play, I'm looking at the characters and what they're going through. And sometimes it's just too much to keep writing it and wording it out. And it just needs to be expressed in a song.
Okay.
To really pull in the emotions and everything that is needed at that point in time.
Okay.
So
Well, that's
we're going to hear
fair.
some great songs.
And the music was great before, so I'm just, everything's starting to flood back to me now that I'm seeing all of your faces and new faces as well. And so I like to take this opportunity now, starting from this end and coming around, if everybody could say their names and then what role you play, so that everybody can see you here on the live WHITT Session.
Well, hello. I'm Joe Glass, and I'm playing the role of... Who am I playing? Jamal!
All right.
What's your song? What song do you sing?
Me. Gotta come check it
Gotta
out.
come check it out. I like that, Jamal.
I'm Latrice Mitchell, and I'm playing Linda.
Hello, Linda.
I'm Dwayne Nesby. I am playing Kevin Reynolds. And you have to come see the play. Come see us. Come on.
I am Sean B, and I am Assistant Chef Sweats.
All right, assistant chef. Okay. And then this is the real star. Would you all agree?
Yeah.
Sweet kid.
Bell of the ball.
10 years old, but playing the role of a 9-year-old. That takes,
Right.
Problem top.
I'm Aubrey Anderson, and I play as Sydney.
Okay, your name is Innocent. What is it? And you're playing Esme? Wow. Sydney.
Right.
And this is what is this?
We're missing a character today.
Oh,
Yeah, she's working.
Okay, so who is this?
This is Angela. She plays as Caitlin.
Angela plays Caitlin. Okay.
Anything else you want to say?
We'll get back to her. I'm gonna make her say
you
something.
can say it.
Okay, so she's not here because she's traveling around the world with the man she's about to marry.
Okay. Well then, all right then. We got some serious. She probably learned from the play about relationships and commitment. Do what I say, or no, I'm just playing. All right, let's go here, then here.
My name is A.D. Daniels. I play the role of Jeffrey. I'm the personal chef to Gwen and Kevin.
Oh, must be nice to have a personal chef. Okay.
Hi, I'm Pam Coley, and I play the role of Gwen Reynolds.
I am Cassandra McClendon, and I play the role of Sandra.
And you have an amazing voice, don't you?
I have a good voice.
Amazing. Yeah, everybody's always so modest on here.
My name is Parker, and I'm Steve.
All right, Parker. And this, once again, if you're just tuning in, you are tuned in to the cast of Love Intentional, coming this weekend, March 29th, March 30th. I just love promoting positive things. And I also want to comment, Stacy, on the fact that you have scheduled Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. So there's still enough time for you to go to church. You can grab a bite and then head over. And what time will the vendors be set up?
The vendors will be set up before we open the doors.
Okay. Oh, nice. So if I get there an hour ahead of time when the doors open, I can start shopping.
Yes.
And one other question about the tickets. Is it assigned seating or is it open seating?
Yes, it is reserved seating.
Okay, reserved seating. So if they happen to be running 2 or 3 minutes behind, they know that they're going to a seat that has been assigned to them.
Yes.
I also would like to comment and commend you on having affordable ticket pricing. You have to go to the website, which is what to get the tickets?
PaulaMarieMedia.com.
PaulaMarieMedia.com, and we'll make sure we put those in the comments. All right, so I'm going to talk to my leading lady over here.
Okay.
What are some of the things that you did or continue to do to prepare for the role as an actress? You know, we have our different types of methodic acting that we might do. Did you engage?
I try to get myself in the mindset of Gwen herself, because I'm totally opposite of Gwen.
Okay.
So,
you want to go on record with that? Huh?
Yeah. And front of you, and you. I'm totally opposite of Gwen. So I just try to hone in on what she's feeling at certain moments, and I can kind of, just say that, we've all been through some type of ups and downs in our lives and relationships. However, I just kind of just mirror that, but then I have to go beyond that because Gwen is something else.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you all will stay tuned because we're going to do a quick scene from the play at the conclusion of this interview. So I'm going to chat with your husband for a second over here.
Hello there.
Hello, hubby. Same question as far as the, being in a relationship, we want it as attendees for it to be real. We like to believe in love. So what did you do, or what do you do as an actor to make it believable?
Well, the suspension of belief is something that I had to stretch because I'm first and foremost playing a role that is kind of foreign to my own personal life.
Okay.
In the sense that married person, I'm single, so I've never been married. So
he's single, y'all. Somebody's gonna inbox me, so I'm just saying. He said he was single.
That
means not married.
We vet everybody.
Okay.
That part right there. But stretching as an actor and remembering what reconciliation was about in a relationship setting. This is a renewing of the spirit of love between these two individuals. And so to reconnect and to develop and to go through those different phases of life and reconciliation and retribution and finding each other again and growing from that space and making that space and that collective whole again.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we're going to get some good love advice in between the laughter and entertainment. And speaking of laughter and entertainment, my assistant chef over there, I think I started to remember your little comedic. Am I right? You're the one with the funny one-liners and the singers. Talk a little bit about the return of your character. Are you funnier?
Be careful, dog. That's an interesting question. Just gonna have to come and check it out.
I love that. You have to come to see if our assistant chef is going to really, really nail his role that we know and love. Linda, what do you love most about your role?
Well, I'm new to the scene, to the stage, everything. So it's just like, I'm just feeling it. I'm excited to get on the stage. Nervous, but I'm ready.
Okay, Linda. And Jamal, he's not like, Jamal, are you ready to? How has your experience been as a new cast member?
Oh, it's great. I'm surrounded by talented people, and they're always giving advice, and it's the best place to be.
Okay.
And playing Jamal, it's like playing myself.
Okay, so you do have similarities.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's very supportive, very comedic, like to crack jokes, and always like to show people that I always look for the good in every situation. No matter how bad it may seem, there's always something good about it. So focus on that.
Okay, we need friends like that. So now I'm coming here center stage right here. You're around all of these adults. And sometimes we're not the most fun people to be around. And then sometimes we are. You're returning because you were in the first play. What do you like about the second play the most? So what do you like?
I like it, and it's really funny because I'm with funny people.
You're with funny people, I can tell. And is acting something that you want to continue, or are you doing this as a favor to Miss Stacy?
I wanted to when I was 6.
You did, but not anymore. Way back when you were 6. Okay, so for the record, everybody, she still does. So everybody remember this beautiful, glamorous face and come out and see her. When I tell you she assumes the role, she assumes the role. And I'm so excited for you. So hopefully you'll get discovered on one of these videos. Looking for child actors in Chicago is a great platform by which discovery happens, let alone social media, right? All right, I'm going to go over here and talk to you, Estelle, about your role. Tell me your role again, and what's your favorite part about your role?
The chicken marsala is a wonderful dish that I make for Gwen.
You never made it.
as the chef. Oh, so you get to act like you're making stuff. So the chicken marsala in your mind was the great.
The aroma gonna go all through the theater. I just down in the kitchen.
Okay, chef. Very now the chef returns, and it's always good to insert food. Food is a comfort part that goes with relationships. Okay, songbird, supportive friend. You're returning in your role.
Yes.
What is there a different type of preparation, or how did you approach it with the new lines and a whole new production?
I am pretty much Sandra. She's been married 20-something years. She mentors. And my husband and I, outside of here, we do run a marriage ministry. So
praise the Lord. So you gave professional advice to her. Okay.
So but yeah, just thinking of how she, I'm a little bossy. Y'all know that. So kind of put that in check, but bring it out when I need to.
Okay.
In the character.
There's
sometimes you can be sweet, but there's sometimes you gotta, throw some wine on friend's face.
Yeah, and let them know, hey, listen up. All right, Parker, last but not least,
Yes.
you're coming back into your role. Anything that you did differently to get ready for this, or something in the script that caused you to say, I'm going to turn it up a bit? What was your method?
Well, Stacy is always pushing me around.
Okay.
So I grew a beard so I could be Steve because I'm an introvert.
Okay.
And Steve is always going to supposed to advise me. I walk
Not
away.
so much.
I play golf.
Okay, we play golf and nobody's mad at that. Okay, so we're gonna one more time, Stacy, tell everybody where we're getting tickets from, the dates and the times, and then I'm gonna get out of the way. We're gonna set the setup for the scene,
Right.
a teaser. And this, once you see this scene, you'll really want to get your tickets. Stacy.
So once again, the tickets can be purchased online at www.paulamarimedia.com. Did I say that right? Okay,
Yes.
all right. And the play is going to, the performances will be this weekend, March 29th, Saturday at 3 p.m. and Sunday, March 30th at 4 p.m. The doors open 1 hour early. We start on time.
And support those vendors.
Yes.
And now, can we just all give it up for the I'm so excited. And can you set the stage for the scene that we're about to see, this quick scene?
One of the stories, the underlining story, we have two. When I write, I usually write in layers. So there's another story in addition to the main story, and it's more of the second story of the play. And it deals with Linda going through some problems internally, and Jamal is trying to help her. So what we're dealing with in this particular scene, which has not been diagnosed yet, but we're dealing with some postpartum on Linda's behalf.
Oh, Linda. Okay, we're going to all scoot out the way and let Linda and Jamal do their thing. You're watching the WHITT Session, a special episode of Love Intention.